Hello everybody, we finally made it, level 100. It was worth it, it was painful, but it was worth it. So what I'm going to be showing you today is the build I use for the last 10 levels from level 90 to 100, and it really did help me get there faster than using the previous build we've been working on. As you know, in the previous build we were using inner side and mainly focusing on the aspect of bursting venoms to deal with most of the enemies, which we are still doing, but this time we moved from inner side to combo points. That's the main change, and that main change changed a lot of our build, right? So our focus is still poison imbuement, but that poison imbuement now has 3 little changes that just pushes that poison to do absolutely a lot of damage. So what are those changes, right? The first one is condemnation. The ancestral unique dagger condemnation, that does what does it do? Your core skills deal 40% if you get the max roll, but in my case 32% increased damage when spending 3 combo points, right? So your basic skills using this weapon have a 30% chance to generate 3 combo points. This is brutal. Use this with combo points, it throws your numbers super high. But adding these two plus the aspect of the expectant, which attacking enemies with basic skills increases the damage of your next core skill cast by 10%, increases that damage even more. Like we're talking about millions to 2 million, like little numbers. You're gonna see that 2 million out of nowhere. You're gonna be like, oh my god. Yeah, it feels very good when you hit those very high critical strikes, and then you're gonna see a lot of poison imbuement ticks to go on millions and so on. It's just beautiful and makes the whole fight, it makes the entire leveling process even better. It is such a joy. So the other aspects are very straightforward. I am using accelerating aspect on my crossbow because I like that attack speed, right? But you can actually take twisting blades on the crossbow if that's what you want, and you can put the accelerating aspect on your sword as well. Like you can switch it if you want. I have both options, and after testing I preferred the accelerating aspect on my crossbow because it just feels very nice. But it's up to you, really. It's your own, like, to your preference, right? On my rings, I have the aspect of bursting venoms, the aspect of, I think this one is the aspect of corruption, I think it was the name, I don't remember. Increased potency against the aspect of corruption. In fact, I'm gonna throw you guys a screenshot right here of the d4build.gg. Boom, there it is, and I'm gonna leave the link on the description below so you guys can see the aspects and everything. Now, as we've been leveling up, we haven't really tried to min-max, but the stats that you really want to focus on will be critical strike chance, lucky hit chance, critical strike damage, vulnerable damage, and dexterity. Those are the stats that you really want to look for. Another things that you might want to look for will be movement stats for your necklace and your boots. But yeah, for now, I don't want to do a deep dive on the stats. That's just the overall stuff that you should be looking for. Because now that I reached level 100, now is the time to start min-maxing. Now is the time to start to try to take this build to the limit. And so I can push to Nightmare tier 100 before season 1. And I also want to take on Uber Lilith. I hope that I will actually be focusing tomorrow purely on that, and hopefully by tomorrow I will show you guys a modification of this build to take on Uber Lilith. Now, with that being said, let's go to our abilities, because I am sure you have one question, and that question is, well, since you move on from inner side to combo points, what are you doing to deal with your energy deficiency, right? So the energy deficiency, that was something I had, I was thinking that maybe that was going to be a problem, but I found the solution. Since now you're focusing on getting that lucky hit chance increased, the passives here at the bottom, called the Second Wind, Alchemist Fortune, and Innervation, will help you to get that energy back. This will keep you on the fight. This will keep you spamming that. So, and also we're taking haste to increase that maximum energy gain, and also that in 15% increased movement speed, and also you gain that for 15% increased attack speed, right? According to the different circumstances. On our key passives, we're taking the close quarters, but you can take momentum, close quarters, or exposure. One of the three, that would be up to you. On our imbuement skills, well, we're taking poison imbuement, one deadly venom. If you have a necklace that has that passive, there's a necklace that has that passive for deadly venom. You can have this probability of that stat. Definitely take it. I'm taking 3 on frigate finesse, so I can get that 15% increased damage to chill enemies thanks to my boots. I'm taking the precision imbuement for that 9% increased critical strike chance. We're taking the poison traps, and we're taking the you deal 25%, you know, exploit and malice, right? Here you can choose whichever you prefer. Since we have the aspect of bursting venoms, I am no longer taking countering poison trap to get that 30% chance to reset your imbuement skill. It's not really that necessary anymore, so I am taking you deal 10% increased poison damage to enemies standing inside your poison trap, right? So that's just why. If you were wondering why I chose this, that's why, no? Then on our agilities, we have a dash just for movement, and we have our shadow step that we go all the way to methodical shadow step, right? Then on core skills, like this is what I meant by this build is not min-max yet, but hey, I made it all the way there and it's fairly strong. So it's really cool to see such a strong build be this strong, even though it's not min-max. On core skills, well, we're taking Twisting Blades, and I chose to go for enemies are dazed while impaled with Twisting Blades instead of going for advanced Twisting Blades, because CC at higher levels become very important. You want to keep your enemy at all times CC so they don't hit you back, right? Simple as that. Because you're fighting enemies levels 10 levels above you, and you know that one elite, if he hits you twice, you're dead. Maybe one hits you once and you're dead, and so you definitely want to keep them CC. Yeah, we're taking Sturdy, 2 points in Sturdy and 3 points in Symphonic Strikes. I cannot wait to see these in like at least 9 points or 8 points in there, because you can see how my current item is given 2 points, like a bunch of points to rapid fire penetrating shot. Like, I'm sure I'm gonna be able to improve this so much more. Anyway, moving on to our Paragon board, we you can see this in detail on the link below, but I'm just gonna talk about the glyphs. We're taking the efficacy glyph, so or imbuement skills have a 20% increased potency, which is super good. It also grants a 125 bonus to all red nodes within range, so that would mean skillful 45% damage plus 22 dexterity, and another plus 22% damage if requires. Well, yeah, sorry. So the requires were met, so yeah, done, right? And then we got a bunch of armor from Lawless, so it's pretty nice. The next glyph is gonna be combat, so we get a bunch of super strong critical strike damage with core skill, 97% critical strike damage with core skill. So we take in the combat glyph, we're taking the hunter killer rare node, the exploit weakness legendary node, the unassailable rare node, so 8 damage reduction from vulnerable enemies, and the exploit rare node. Moving on, we're taking the exploit glyph, so we can make those enemy vulnerable and just absolutely obliterate them. We take the lawless rare node and the finisher rare node, and up here we're actually taking on the dominant rare node for that 28% core skill damage. And then we move on down to the Eldritch Bounty Paragon board, where we're gonna be taking it. So when you attack with imbued skills, you can gain 20% resistance and 20 increased damage for the imbuement element for 6 seconds. We also get another rare node, which is called Imbued, with 30% imbued skill damage. And then we take the Ready Supply with 20% non-physical damage So basically doing more poison damage, right? 5% and more, and some a little bit nice little cooldowns. And then lastly, down here, we take the Bane glyph that basically increases our poison damage. Super nice. So plus 77% poison damage. Now, I haven't finished my renown. I am missing, that would be 4 points, 4 more points, and 4 more points. 3 multiplied by 4, 12. So I still got 12 points that I can use as soon as I finish this. This is another goal I need to do before the season 1 starts. So as you can see, there's still a lot of more things to do. And yeah, that's it. Actually, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked the video. If you made it this far, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow in the next one. Hopefully I will get to kill over Lilith by tomorrow, and I'll give you guys an updated version for that build. This is exciting. After all these days, we finally made it to level 100, and it feels like the game just got started. Torres signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.